On a map, the equations of two roads may be written as 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0 and x plus 5y minus 2 is equal to 0. So these are equations of straight lines. At the crossroads, a signpost has two signs, pointing directly along the two roads. Find the angle between these signs if it is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. So we want to calculate the larger angle between the two given lines. So both of our equations are in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So we have 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0. So the a is 2 and the b is technically 1. So we're going to use the formula for the slope, which is m, which is minus a over b. So it's going to be minus 2 over 1, which is going to be minus 2. So the slope of m1 is minus 2. The next line is x plus 5y minus 2 is equal to 0. So that's really 1x. So again, we use the formula minus a over b. So we've minus 1 over 5. So the slope of the line 2 is minus a fifth. We're going to let theta be the smaller angle. And we're going to use the angles between two lines formula. So that formula states if the line L1 has a slope m1 and the line L2 has a slope m2, and if theta is an angle between these lines, then tan of theta will be equal to plus or minus m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 multiplied by m2. So we've let theta be the smaller angle. So tan of theta is going to be the modulus of this formula. So we know that m1 is minus 2 and m2 is minus a fifth. So we substitute into the formula. So get the modulus of minus 2 minus a fifth divided by 1 plus minus 2 multiplied by minus a fifth. That gives us minus 10 plus 1 divided by 5 plus 2, which is minus 9 over 7, and the modulus of that is positive 9 over 7. So theta is going to be the inverse function of tan of 9 over 7, which is 52.13 degrees. So this is the smaller angle. Thus, the larger angle is 180 degrees minus theta. So it's 180 degrees minus 52.13, which is 127 degrees 0.87. And this is the angle between the signs on the signpost. Find the equations of the two lines through the point 1 minus 2, which make angles of the inverse function of tan of a half, with the line 4x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0. So this time we're looking for the equation of the two lines. In the last question we were given the equation of the two lines and asked to find the angle. Now we're doing the opposite way around. So we're going to let m1 be equal to m, which is the slope of one of the lines that we want. And we're going to let m2 be equal to 4, be the slope of the line 4x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0. So we get a slope of 4 because we're using the formula minus a over b. So the a is 4 and the b is technically minus 1. So it's minus 4 over minus 1, which is going to be 4. So we have m2 being a slope of 4. Also, theta is equal to the inverse function of tan of a half, which we can rewrite as tan of theta equals a half. So tan of theta is going to be equal to the formula for the angle between lines, which is plus minus m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 times m2. Tan of theta we know is equal to a half, so we let that equal to the formula and we substitute into the formula. Now the only parts that we know at the moment is m2 is 4, so we swap each m2, which is drawn in green, for 4, and then we're going to just replace m1 with m. So we end up with m minus 4 divided by 1 plus 4m. Now we need to consider the two cases, plus and minus, separately. So remember there's plus and minus in our formula. So case 1, where we've got a positive. So we let a half equal m minus 4 divided by 1 plus 4m. We're going to cross multiply and solve for m. So you get 1 plus 4m is equal to 2m minus 8. which gives us 2m equal to minus 9, which gives us m equal to minus 9 over 2. So the equation of one line is y plus 2, which is equal to minus 9 over 2 times x minus 1. So we got that from the equation of the line formula, and we used the point 1 minus 2 as our x1, y1 value. So that was given to us in the question. Case 2 is where we have a minus. So we have a half equal to minus m minus 4 divided by 1 plus 4m. So again, we cross multiply. We get 1 plus 4m is equal to minus 2m plus 8, which gives us 6m is equal to 7. So m is equal to 7 over 6. So the equation of the other line is y plus 2 is equal to 7 over 6 times x minus 1. Again, we use the equation of the line formula and the point 1 minus 2 for x1, y1 values, which again was given to us in the question. So we're asked to find the equations of the two lines to the point 1, 2, and the equations are y plus 2 is equal to minus 9 over 2 times x minus 1, and y plus 2 is equal to 7 over 6 times x minus 1. So if we have a look at our Argand diagram here, we can see that the line 4x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0 is drawn in here in brown. This is the point 1, 2 at which the lines intersect, and this is the angle theta, and these are the two lines drawn in blue that we just found the equations of.